প্রথমে সবাইকে গুড মর্নিং জানিয়ে আমি আমার ভিডিও রেকর্ডিংটা করছি। ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে আমি শারীরিক একটু অসুবিধায় ছিলাম, মানে জ্বর সর্দি সাধারণত হয় সেইভাবে। So however, yesterday I have watched, yesterday I watched and today I have watched the responses are gradually developing. I'm getting a good response from the followers. So now I have decided. Earlier, I was a little confused whether I shall go or not, whether such classes will be helpful to the students or not. So exactly, I am confirmed. The students are needed highly. Such type of education, but would be very much helpful to the students. So now it is only the concept that is modernized, that is still active, and usually or internationally the system is being used. Yes, we are of course Bengali. We are to make understand with the Bengali concept, right? Always. I agree with you. But our intention is to learn English. Our education is to apply English. We must learn with the Bengali concept. It's always acceptable. And I prefer to teach you using Bengali. So in that regard, I must help you to have from the beginning what is a really vast course, whether I will be able to complete my this performance so that I can present to the students society. My intention is just how we have been taught and how we are going to get education applied the modern technology বা modern grammatical concept. আমরা বাংলা কনসেপ্ট নিয়ে পড়ে পড়ে একটু মিসগাইডেড হয়ে যাই সামটাইমস। পারহাপস আমরা সঠিক বইগুলো ফলো করি না, যেখানে জেসিনা স্পিড প্রধান আসবে, রেনান মার্টিন সেখানে আসবে, অ্যান্ড তারপরে অনেকগুলোই বই আসবে, থমসন মার্টিনেট আসবে, অ্যাঙ্গাস বেন আসবে, বা অনেক গ্রামার বই আসবে। এগুলো নিয়ে আলোচনা না করাটাই আমার বাঞ্ছনীয় এই অবস্থাতে। এখন আমি একটা কথাই বলবো, এরপরে একাদশ দ্বাদশ বা 9, 10 সবই আসবে, এবং কলেজ স্টুডেন্টসদের আমি যতখানি ইনফরমেশান দেবার সঠিক ইনফরমেশানটা দেবো, তাতে তাদের কী হবে যে ইংরেজিটা ভাষাটার সম্বন্ধে আরও সাবলীলতা চলে আসবে। দে উইল বি ফ্যামিলিয়ার টু ইউজ ইংলিশ wherever it will be needed. So it is exactly the concept. Whenever just you will get an idea how to apply this, how to speak, how to converse, and to be family, how to be fluent at English. It is exactly the right process, and this will help you within six. This system will help you to have right knowledge, and you can start apply within a short period. After 3 months or 2 months, most of the students, they usually come to me. Initially, I started teaching them using Bengali, and thereafter 50-50, 50-50, and they start learning and they pick up how to speak, how to apply. So initially they are found, means what is called the reluctant or stammers sometimes, but afterwards I have observed really I get good response from them. So likewise, you must get the same response. I must get the same response from you. So now I am just little what is called resisting myself on using hard English. I know how can I present the simple English so that you can understand. For a long time, I am just what is called involving. This is hardly you can say 12 years, 12 or 15 years maximally. Maximally, it will not be. I am in touch with. I started in 2004. It is 14 years, 13 years or plus, 13 plus years. Exactly, I try to innovate. I try to adopt the right knowledge so that the students, from the beginning, from ABCD to then vowel, then consonant, then 20 vowel sound, and 25 কনসোনেন্টস। আমরা এগুলো সম্বন্ধে ক্লিয়ার করতে পারি না, সেগুলো জানতে পারবে। And you will start applying this. That is, and today just I have wanted to present you to how to apply narration change and voice changes and degree changes, how to detect subject, object, verb, and how to find out or detect clauses, how to transform sentences to omission, and therefore detection of sentences. How can you develop your concept using different process, the gerund and the participle and infinite verb and non-finite verb. That is the right concept, and from the beginning we do not learn. We should learn it. We should be taught by the teachers that this exact education will make you understand. So that is what is called in crisis. And I want to establish the same process. English is to be established at any cost. I think you will be there and you must achieve the success. It's my great intention. It is mine intention. It is my attentive attention. It is my sincere intention. It's a social work. It is my duty to make you all the students understand how can you have a strong hold, how can you have a hold exactly. So might be strong or might be a little less or might be, but once just if you get the familiarity, if you start using English, thereafter it will be more familiar, it will be rather easy than easier than easiest. And I feel myself, I have experienced this much. And being only if I can, you must. And now you are very much what is called the facilitated with the different means technologies, as Google is there. Always you can enter the Google and you can get the right answer and the right concept and the right definition. And there are a lot more what is called the grammarians, the teachers, and this called the linguists, and like this called the David Crystal is the first, and Jürgen Handke. So you will be wonder just once if you attend their classes. But before that, you need to be familiar with that English. This familiarity is very much important, significantly important, just to have once get with you this concept. And thereafter, just you see that we do not listen English, we do not read English, we do not apply English, we do not try to. We always feel reserved, reluctant just to speak. Yes, the society can criticize me, or my friend, or my opponent who will be just criticized. Can't you speak Bengali? Yes, it's our tendency. But at the very same time, he said, yes, you carry on English. So like this way, always encourage others. Try to speak. Try to use whatever just you are learning, and try to read whatever just you are going to read, and it is a text or it is the poem, it is something else, and at least just you try to apply, and pronunciation should be always correct. That should be taught correctly, and that is only the problem. So now this is the initial, means what is called introduction. Thereafter I shall come from the subject, then verb, then object, then complement, the present sentence, the continuous sentences, perfect sentences and perfect continuous sentences, then active wait, then passive active, then narration. Narration is a right one, is what is called this transformation of sentence. Is once if you can pick up, then you will never in your life forget about this. And similarly the voice, similarly the degree changes, similarly all the transformation of sentences, it can be understood following the classes. And really, of course, and you have to follow the episodically. When episodical now it is haphazard information and therapy. Just I have just recently I have started on 25th, and just I did not think about that our students will accept this one. One of my student has suggested me, sir, why don't you upload this to YouTube? Yes, I was very much good, and he has just requested me, and just I am very much grateful and to him. Just my student, my loving student, really is popular right now, and he's at least suggested me, at least requested me to this. Now I am going to follow him. So now I am going to present the same thing in which way that you will be able to have the right concept, and you can start applying this one following the system. So now the present, past, and the future sentences, then subject, then object, then the verb, then complement, the divisions of nouns, division of pronouns. But you need to know the concept. Initially, we need not go to its elaborative system. The noun you need to know its definition. And I shall just whatever is needed, just I shall teach you. Then pronoun, it is just substituted. Pronoun is what? Noun is a naming word and pronoun is a substituted word of the noun. Then adjective is it qualifies, it modifies, it says about the noun is called adjective. Then verb is what? It says about the subject. And what is adverb? It says about the adjective or it adds about the subject. It adds about the adjective and the verb and the adverb. Then conjunction is what? Conjunction is just joins word to word, phrase to phrase, sentence to sentence like this. Then preposition is what? It is the grammatical word being placed before the noun. It makes a relation with the previous word. So like this way would we and we are going to introduce with you every day. You will be able to follow my classes and courses. It is exactly, it is less time that is to be taken. If you think that once, how can we? Simply will be surprised, simply will be wonder. Now I would not, I cannot just what to call assemble sentences or assemble the seed wheel so that I can teach. So that exactly I am for, want I need suggestion from the students, those who are teaching, but those who are my students, they are teaching. But exactly I know I have once taught them. I had once taught them, but now I can follow this one. But exactly now the examination is going on because the test for higher secondary and madhyamik schools. And thereafter the year ending it is, and all the classes students they are becoming busy. They already they are becoming busy with their subjective courses is to be finished. They are to appear in the examination. Examination is important, but to be performed. So if I could get them again, then I will start or I shall start. And why I have used here the will and shall, where we can use shall and where we can use will. We have the right concept. Exactly the shall is to be used following the Oxford University or either British English. And American English they are using I will. But you can use it is nothing wrong. It is American English. So we are to learn about American English and British English. And what is the difference between American English and British English? It is an important chapter. We are in need to have concept about American English and British English. What is the difference? Exactly both are these languages English. Just simple a few part or few concept is changed. Nothing more. If you speak American English, doesn't really matter. If you speak British English, that is not a not the different concept. But literally we use, and literally the American they follow the British English, the Oxford English, or Cambridge School. But Harvard universities, but American university, but Canadian and Australian, and there are so many universities that are adopting the same concept. So it does not differ, it differs, but we are sometimes becoming confused. Exactly, we should not be confused. The same concept is being applied, but a little difference that is just what is called the triple matter. It is not important much to follow this, but we needed to learn. Our motivation should be, our intention should be, we are aimed to learn. We are aimed to apply, not to learn. What is the learning? Learning is if we cannot apply, then what is the learning? What is its impact? What is its activation if we do not try to activate, if we do not try to apply this one? In our what is called day-to-day life, we are supposed to have this knowledge to be applied, and we are intended just to make you alert, make you make you what is called spiritual, to have this one. Make you attentive just to have this knowledge. So now we see, I am for the little suffering. I am little what is called not familiar with getting not just what is called the freenesses. Either I would have been perfectly active, but I know it is a time matter, and I shall recover from this and that. Yes, I shall be familiar with this and I shall be regular with you. And yesterday I could not upload any video or you. I know this much. And now I am not becoming what is called what is one exactly not in. I cannot concentrate my mind to say something, to tell something, to add something. Either just I could have what is called could have present you. So presented, you could have presented you something more about this. But today I could not make myself active. I know if something happens wrong in my teaching, then that would have a negative back, information, negative inflection, negative activation, or negatively it will be activated in your mind. So I needed to have a fresh mind to teach you because it is education, it is not a joke, it is not a game. Life is a game, is sometimes it is understood, but education is not at all a game. And just this education is to be accepted as a part of our life. It's the wealthy concept that we are going to have this one. And I ask all the students just from the beginning, from the kindergarten to high secondary, they are at just honors and postgraduate level. So I am going to gradually, I must come. Earlier I was, but nowadays I was not. And for few years, well, 3 or 4 years, I was not active. But now I have come back, and I assure you, endlessly I must provide you, and you cannot. That's what is called expect education about English. It is a really vast chapter, and from the beginning, if we once can understand the preliminary concept about this, then we can introduce ourselves into the higher courses. So simply once we can have the basic knowledge about the basic concept about English, and we must be able to have follow this. So now I will start. I shall say you, request you, listen English, read English, write English, and it will be helpful. For the time beings, whenever just you get your leisure time, try to use, to read, to listen it, and try to apply it. And this activity will help you to have a hold at this language. At my leisure, I follow. And similarly, I want you must follow this the same same idea that I do. So what just I become fan when I become what is called the regular when just speak Hindi or really speak English or really speak what some other Indian languages too. So exactly environment, exactly your this what is called your activity is to be based on materiality. If you do, you must achieve success. I do not want to prolong more about this. This simple idea, just try to read and listen, read and listen and apply. Read and listen and apply. And even at your time, when leisure time, you can write something. So sentences and this language or anything else related to grammar, related to text or related to figurative concepts, easily you will be able to understand. And I can assure you must have a hold at this language, and that will make you easy to follow English. And I can also ensure it is direct. I also assure it, this direction will help you to lead your life properly. So for the this call next episode, I am going to end this classes. This today just this episode, this video, I'm going to end, and thereafter I assure you I shall appear next class. Thank you.